Hello. Today I wanted to take you with me on my mental health walk in the forest near my home. This is where I always go when I feel that everything sucks and nothing matters and I just wanna, I don't know. But not always, because it depends. Sometimes I come here because everything is beautiful and everything is fantastic and I love everybody and everything and I love my life. And I think today is the day where I would say that I'm in pain because my head has been hurting since last evening and I'm gonna start my period soon, so my body is just Also, I'm super hungry right now, so I have some snacks in my bag. So I'm gonna have to find a place where to camp and sit down and eat. So this forest is a little bit destroyed because there was a big storm in Latvia, like the biggest storm we've had in at least 20 years. Ever since see the tree, many trees fell. And this is the forest. You can't see much here where I am right now, but like all the streets and all the parks and then little places of greenery, they were all destroyed. All the big trees, the big old trees just fell onto cars, on the roads. Like 270,000 people without electricity and without mobile internet and the mobile web and whatnot. So that's what was going on over the weekend in Latvia. We are not prepared for this kind of weather where a storm just takes out 35% of the population's ability to call and ability to call for help or have any electricity. So this was a big storm for us. Nothing like that we had ever seen before. So yeah, but I'm trying to go search for a spot where to sit down. It's pretty calm and peaceful here. Overall, I just love watching videos like these where somebody just goes on a hike or walks in the forest and just speaks about things. So that's the content I've been always wanting to make. Look how pretty the sun is. Not the sunset, but just the sun. Ooh, I see a road up there. Let's go up. So, I know this forest like the palm of my hand. And it changes throughout the seasons. And in summer, it's very hard to recognize certain spots because it's all just green and the grass is so tall. I love my Crocs. What would I do without Crocs? I don't like sneakers, I don't like shoelaces. It's too much work, and they're annoying as hell. The only thing that I don't like about this forest is that it is a city forest, and you have to be careful, because you never know where a homeless person could sleep in all of these bushes, or anybody else who doesn't have good intentions. So I'm always very scared of this forest, even though I know it very well. But yeah, it's very good for mountain bike riding, for mountain biking. I don't know how you say it, but I don't really have a mountain bike, but I use my regular bike that is kind of a road bike, kind of a city bike, but also with like a little bit thicker tires. So I use my bike to just come here and just jump over these mountains and speed through the forest. I love that. I wish I had a mountain bike. Maybe one day. I just arrived in one of my chill spots. And seems like somebody else has been sitting there when the log was wet. Because there's 2 plastic bags placed perfectly on top of it. That's so cute. Someone was intentional. Someone was caring of their ass, not getting wet. But one thing they didn't think about is that they may not come back. And they will not remember that they left the bags there. But they left it with the intention of, I will come back and I will have a bag to sit on. But no, maybe you won't. Maybe you will forget. And they will be there in the forest forever. Well, that's sad. I just wanted to eat my snacks with you and just chat. And I'm just bouncing up and down with the whole camera. You can't see. Wait a minute. Like, I'm just bouncing up and down because the log is wiggly. So what I have with me is one croissant with cheese and some meat inside of it. Then I have 2 of these fruit mix. Don't even know what that is. Just like some oatmeal, but in a liquid form. I just devoured the croissant. I'm so hungry. And mosquitoes keep eating me alive. How did I not think of that? How did I not buy a mosquito spray? They're so attracted to me wherever I go. No matter what time of day or what weather it is outside, they always find me. And there's this theory about mosquitoes and summer ticks liking specific people, and it's true. They all like me. I've had so many summer ticks, and all the mosquitoes always find me, and they want my blood. So, yeah, I don't think it's that big of a problem for anybody else. Like for my mom or for my family or for my friends. Nobody cares. Like, yeah, mosquitoes attack them, but it's not that big of a deal. Well, guess what? It is a very big deal for me. I really hate them because they personally hate me. And they want to attack me personally all the time. And I'm not... Who's that bird? And I'm not over-exaggerating. They really hate me. Yeah, my mic was not on, but now it's on. So now I'm gonna compare these 2 flavors of this, whatever this is. Well, one is a yogurt and one is some kind of something else, but it's essentially the same thing with oatmeal inside. This is not sponsored. I'm just very hungry and I just want to compare flavors right now. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna chat about how crazy it is. Once again, I'm gonna say the same thing that I say in every single nature video. How crazy it is for a nature person, for a deeply spiritual and deeply sensitive and a nature child person like me to live in the city, in the capital city, my whole life, and basically suffer and struggle all the time because of it. And I know that it is because of it, because I know myself well enough. Because, as I've said a million times before, I have grown up every year, every summer, spending those 3 summer months from June to August in my summer house, in my parents' summer house with my grandpa. And right now, life is a little bit different and the situation is complicated and I do not want to be there for now. And the last few years have happened to be like that I live separately and I do not go there that often. And honestly, I've only been there like once or twice this summer and the last summer as well. It's a very big drastical change for me because I genuinely miss nature and I miss just looking at the sun. I miss sun and I miss grass and I miss trees, and this forest is like a God's gift because it's very close to my home, like a 15-minute walk. And I come here when I feel like I can. But it's so complicated because the situation is very, very stupid because, like, especially lately I've been feeling, like, the last few days especially, I've been feeling like I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to do nothing, and I don't even want to come here anymore. Because this is not my forest, this is not my garden, this is not my home. There's a lot of drunk homeless people, there's a lot of city people, there's everyone walking by all the time. I always have to be on edge. This is not my property. And yeah, my head is still hurting, so I'll just try to eat something. Okay, apple, raspberry, banana. This is very tasty. I love this. This is very good. Okay, let's taste the second one. Okay, the first one was a lot better. This is like some yogurt type of thing. It has apple, grape, plum, strawberry, millet, and oats. Did I pronounce that right? Millet? I forgot what that was, honestly. The first one was better because it has apple, raspberry, banana. It's a classic flavor. But now there's some plum and some interesting choices. It's not that good. Why does it taste nothing like the said fruits? I just taste the oatmeal. Okay, we're gonna finish this one first, and then we're gonna get to the juicy one, the tasty one. I started to think about how fragile we are, how unpredictable life is, and I think about it all the time, but especially because I know some instances with my relatives where we've lost people that we didn't expect to lose. Death can come for all of us in any moment, and when you least expect it, or when you think you're fine and when you think it will not happen to you, it just happens to you. And you never know. I know these are big topics, but that's what occupies my mind 24/7. The big topics. I'm a Pisces with a Sagittarius rising. What do you want from me? That's who I am. And my moon is in Cancer. So that makes me extra emotional and sensitive and philosophical. Extra spiritual and deeply intuitive and connected to spirit. Just keep hitting myself. They're eating me alive, man. You never know when it will come for you. You never know which day is your last day. Not to be overly depressive right now, but I think it's just a reminder every time you remember this, or every time I remember this, I don't try to slide into this depressive episode or cycle of despair and meaninglessness. It's quite the opposite, you know. I am mostly an optimist in my life. I always translate these thoughts into a reminder to enjoy each moment you've got, and each day to live it as you would like your whole life to be lived, because each day you can live as a whole life, and each day is an entire life. Because you wake up, you are born, and you choose how you start your day, you choose what you do with your time, you choose how to approach each situation, and every single day makes up your whole life anyway. So it's not like your life is still ahead of you or your life is behind you. I don't like when people say that, because your life is happening right now, as you're breathing right now, as you're hearing this. This is your life. And it will not happen tomorrow, because tomorrow doesn't exist, obviously. And I need these reminders for myself all the time as well, because I'm not perfect, but somehow I have this knowledge at the back of my brain all the time, available, accessible, and it's only up to me if I want to access it, and what do I want to do with this knowledge. What do I want to do with this information? Do I want to help myself? Do I want to help others? But I know that I know what I know. I know what I know. And I do not think of myself as better than anybody else, of course. But I have become some sort of like a teacher, or like a healer, or like a spiritual or emotional leader in some way for many people in my life, and close people around me. And it happens naturally because I just take in a lot of information from around me, and I just process it in a way that it just travels through me somewhere, all the information from the outside world, all the emotions, all the events, all the things happening in the world and around me. Somehow process it. I let it run through all of my whatever, body and mind, and what comes out of me after, it helps people and it helps the world around me and it helps me. And that is why I live. That is my art, that is my music and my poetry and my photography, my makeup, my overall presence. And I do see the way how I appear into this world as art as well. And overall, I think it's not just me, it's that I really love the things that I love in art, because everything that you do and how you appear in this world as a human being and what do you do with your time here, that is magic to me, and that is art to me as well. And I view the world very, very as very, very diverse and complicated and intricate, magical infinite space of infinite possibilities and creatures and human behaviors and personalities and individuals and animals and their interactions and connections are the magic, like next level magic as well. And that's why I love to play around with all kinds of different approaches to life and all kinds of different philosophical topics and philosophical ideas. So I never really hold on to one feeling or one thing, because I can literally transform myself and merge into other people's lives and minds and experiences. And I'm not saying that I've been there, I've been in their shoes, not quite literally. I do not think of myself as better than them, no, but I can instantly destroy all of my worldview to just to get a glimpse of whatever it is that my enemy or somebody who thinks the opposite of me is going through, and why do they think like that, and why do they appear in this world the way they do appear. Anyway. So I don't usually wear sunglasses, like not at all. You know why I wear sunglasses right now? Because they hold my hair back. They do not look good on me, they do not fit me, I don't like how they look on me. I just like how they look on my hair, on my head right now, like this. You know, this is too much. This is too much, you know, like this is just a hair accessory for me. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna walk around and see how much storage I have left on my phone. So I do really love videos where people just go on hikes and just show nature and where they're walking and just speak about things, speak about life. So I'm really wanting to do the same. And I think you have to be like a specific kind of person or in a specific state of mind to appreciate slow content, which is a bit of a longer format. So yeah, by the way, please let me know, type in the comments if you are that type of person who would enjoy more of these nature vlogs, more of these nature videos, and do you like the longer format content? Do you prefer the videos to be a bit more extensive, or do you want the content to be shorter and more compressed? Which one do you like better? Let me know. I've been thinking of this recently so much. Oh, look, another tree. So many fallen trees after the storm. I've been thinking about wanting to have a cat. Wanting a cat. I really want a cat. Like, I really want to have a cat at my home. I wanted my own cat for so many years, ever since I was a kid. I'm just looking around all the time because you never know. This is a city forest. You don't know where the people are hiding here. So right now I'm not in the financial situation where I could afford a cat. I'm not making any money, and I will start studying very soon in September. But we'll see how it goes. Well, technically I have a boyfriend, so I don't need a cat, but I don't know. I have a few hundred pets outside of my window. My pigeons. If you haven't seen my pigeon stories and pigeon videos, maybe I can post something here on top of the screen right now. I don't know, I just let them in. Let them in the room, let them walk around. They fly in my hands. I don't usually film that much of these videos because it's so normal for me. I do it every day. I feed them every single day. I feed them sunflower seeds. No, that's too expensive. I feed them. Usually it's either any kind of seeds, or lentils, or what else? Like these halved peas. And then some other wheat or something. So I'm planning to go to the lake right now, but I'm not quite sure how to get there because where is my usual road? I don't know. I know where I am. You cannot get lost in this place. The forest looks so different in summer than it does in winter. It's very strange. Look, I have a wide angle. I come here in winter more often than in summer, because in winter you're just so desperate and so depressed and so sad and so miserable all the time. And you just want to get away, especially if you live in the city. Look at this tree. Yep. Poor guy. But the storm takes out all the things that are not necessary anymore. All the things that do not need to hold on any longer. So what you can hear in the background, if you can hear anything, is a car racing venue that is right in the middle of the forest. So there is a track for racing cars in the middle of this forest. It begins somewhere here. You can just enter it here from here, and you can walk on some parts of it, but some parts are closed, like a bit further there, because there are cars practicing right now. And many events happen very regularly during summer. And when it's winter, the track actually transforms into a very versatile cross-country skiing track. So you can ski there. Maybe somebody does snowboarding there, because there's actually very steep places there as well. Yeah, so this forest is very versatile, but very loud. Super loud. Actually, let's go watch the cars, if we can. Yay! Motorbikes! Hell yeah! Oh wow! I get to see this on my random forest walk. How cool is this forest? Ah! I have a feeling that this is just a practice. I have a feeling that this is not a race. I actually have no clue. Because I didn't check the I didn't check the program. I'm even appropriately dressed. I have my dad's jacket on that he gave me. Because my dad is a biker as well. Well, he doesn't do any bike racing. He just owns a motorcycle. Yeah, so I think I'm headed back home. I didn't watch the bikes for too long because it's just loud and I've seen it a bunch of times. Yeah, but we used to go to a lot of trips together with my dad quite regularly. Also, my brother used to go with him. I just ride on a motorcycle behind him, you know, on the same bike. So we traveled with one bike. I think he has a Honda Cross Tour or something. So this bike that he has is very suitable for long. Why am I so dark? So this bike is very suitable for very long trips, long rides, and a lot of very diverse roads. So yeah, I've traveled a lot with him and I wish I could do it again. It's been a long while. Yeah, but I'm slowly heading back home because my mic is giving up. It's showing me the red light and it's just cold. But yeah, this turned out to be a very cool walk. Let's actually go there. I don't want to go there. Let's actually go here. I wanted to go to the lake and I wanted to see water, but I don't want to anymore because my body is in pain and I'm giving up and I already walked enough. And I saw the motorcycles, which I guess did kind of scare me off because I usually go to the water because it's quiet and silent there. It's like this middle point of the forest where there's not many noises from the street. But if there are motorcycles riding around in the racing tracks, then it's not going to be very peaceful in the lake because they're literally racing around the lake, which is very cool. But if you want to just chill and escape the city noises, that's not the best time to go there. So I'm just gonna walk away slowly. And yeah, I do look very appropriately dressed because I do have my Segway jacket, not sponsored, not paid by them, nothing. It's just that I happen to sometimes work for my dad, who used to work, and he still works in a motorcycle shop. Yeah, he sells bikes and quadro stuff, and yeah. And I will be exiting the forest soon, and I usually don't film anything on the streets because it's an existential crisis every time I exit the forest because of how much I hate it, with all the car noises and all the houses and all the concrete. It's my worst nightmare, and I've been living inside of it for my whole life, so there's obviously a reason for it. So It's teaching me a lot of love. In this context, I recommend the album Concrete Mother by Gazelle Twin. Is that how the album is called? Oh no, the album was called The Entire City. The Entire City. And Concrete Mother is one of the songs. So, very good album. Absolutely love it. Not sure what genre that is, but it's more like these spacious, ambient, cinematic, doom kind of noises, and there's a lot of very beautiful lyrics and very deep and painful heaviness. Yeah. So I wanted to thank you all for coming with me, coming along. Thank you for coming along, and I know that all your dreams will come true and everything is gonna be fine. All the worries will pass and struggles will eventually come to a conclusion. I know it will, because everything changes. Nothing stays still in this world. And until next time, definitely write in the comments what do you think of these videos and what type of format do you like better. There's another fallen tree for you. Yeah. So, bye bye.